Hey beautiful people, today we have a get ready with me trying some new makeup mostly, but we also have some old favorites in here as well. First I'm going to start off with my skincare. This is the Herbivore Cloud Jelly. Absolutely love this stuff. I've been trying to project pan it and I think that I've been doing such a good job. This is very just hydrating. It just absorbs really nicely into the skin and isn't too heavy for like if you have oily skin, but it's just enough if you have dry skin. So it's a really good moisturizer for anybody who is looking for a good hydrating serum. Next, I'm going to be using something that was sent to me. This is by Dr.Brandts. This is called the Pore Refiner Primer. They did give me a coupon code, so I'm going to try to put that down below. It's for your benefit only. I don't get like, it's not an affiliate one, but this is really good for especially this pore area here on the side and on my nose. I feel like that's where I need the most help when it comes to foundations. They always wear off on my nose like immediately. And this kind of just helps everything stay put a little bit better and also fills in those pores so those areas look a little bit smoother. But I mainly just use it like in this little area right here. I don't feel like I use this anywhere else because I do have drier skin, but I feel that if you had oily skin, you would definitely take advantage of this and use it in more areas because it does have like that mattifying texture to it where it really helps like grip and control oil. Next, I'm going to do some color correcting on my face, and this is with the Pixi CC crayon. This is not new. This is an old goodie, and I use this mainly because of my melasma here, and I got melasma after having my son. It just is part of life, you know. I'm thankful anyway because I know that some people do get it like all over their face. One of my aunts actually has like the whole butterfly, what they call like the butterfly kind of thing all over her face, and I know that it's really hard to cover. It's like a very dark gray on her face, so it's something that a lot of people are self-conscious of. I know I'm self-conscious of my melasma. A lot of times I can see it, and sometimes I feel like people don't even notice it, but I notice it. You know, I feel like with our insecurities we're always like that. Next, we're finally going to get into something new. I've been testing this out. This is the TIRTIR. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it's the TIRTIR Cushion Foundation. I bought this off of Amazon. I'm in the shade 24W. This has been viral everywhere. I do have some thoughts about it, but I don't know if I should do a separate review or just kind of do these get ready with me's and talk about it. This is very long wearing, very nice, but I do feel like you have to apply this very thinly. And I think that the people who have had issues with it are because they're applying way too much. I just apply some onto the sponge like that, and I start out with the outer area of my face. So less is more when it comes to this foundation. You just want to go in lightly. It does have like a full coverage depending on how much you apply, but I just kind of go through sections and then I go ahead and blend out with my brush. You could directly apply with your brush if you wanted to, but I feel like their little sponge is pretty nice at distributing the product, so that's just going to depend on how much time you have on your hands. But I do really enjoy this. And I do feel like some people are just going a little too ham on this. And if you do go a little too crazy with this, go in with a damp beauty blender. So once I have applied as much as I need for the coverage that I want, sometimes I go in very lightly. Today I'm doing more of a medium full coverage because I am filming. But for the most part, when I wear this to work, I do a lighter layer than this. Then I go in with a damp beauty blender. This one is from GLAMLITE. This is from the strawberry. I don't even know if they have this anymore, but this was from their strawberry shortcake collection. And I just blend this in a little bit more just to kind of get a better distribution of the product. And you could set this with powder if you wanted to. I don't care to set it with powder because I do have like drier skin, and I feel like it wears really nicely even without powder. But if I was gonna go out like in the sun or somewhere hot for work, I do kind of like lightly set it with powder. Okay, so now we're gonna go into the under eyes, and I'm going to take the Kulfi. I want to say that that's how you pronounce it. Don't quote me on that. This is Coco Crush is the shade, and I'm just applying a little bit here and a little bit there. And then I do like to go in with my Sigma Soft Blend Concealer brush. This is my all-time favorite concealer brush ever. If you guys know of any other good ones similar to this, let me know. This one is my ride or die. And there we have some highlighted under eyes. To set that, I'm going to be using my Unearthly Powder Puff, which I've already talked about how much I love it. Again, thanks to my friend Jose. And I'm going to be using the Givenchy powder. This one is in, let me see, this one is in Satin Blanc. This is the one I got off of Shein. I haven't had any issues with it. It smells just like the real thing. It performs just like the real thing. So I don't know. I haven't had any problems with it, and I really highly enjoy it. So if I want more brighter under eyes, I go in with this one. If I want more of a neutralizing, I go in with the rose one. And I just kind of pat it into the puff and then go in and set it. And the Givenchy powder is one of my all-time favorites. I hope I'm not getting scammed by this Shein powder, but it is so good. It's just like the original. And I mean, the packaging, everything is exactly the same. Next, we're going to be trying out some blushes. This is brand new by Huda Beauty. This is called the Blush Filter. This is in the shade Strawberry Cream. I absolutely love this. I've already tried it. And I do have to say this is pretty pigmented, so you want to be cautious with it. Myself, I am on her PR list, but I haven't received the blushes. And basically, you want to start out with just one and then go from there. I have like a light medium skin tone, and you can definitely see just one dot is enough to blend in enough color. If I wanted to add more, I could go in after that. But look at how beautiful that is just with one dot. It's funny because I saw her videos, and the first time I wore this, I had to take it off because it just looked overly excessive. I tried to powder it down, but I ended up just wiping my whole face because I put like 3 dots thinking that it wasn't as pigmented as it is, and less is more with this. Look how gorgeous this blends in. I definitely want another shade. Since I got this pinky mauve shade, I want a coral shade as well. Blushes have been all the rage in the beauty community right now. It's just excessive how many blushes have come out. The ones that drew me in the most are the Huda Beauty, the Kosas. I've wanted to try the Patrick Ta, and then what was the other brand that I saw? Let me check, let me tell you. And the other brand that I saw that really drew me in was the Lawless ones. Charlotte Tilbury also just announced hers. House Labs, but House Labs is pretty pricey. I also saw that Rhode Makeup has them, but the packaging just doesn't make sense to me. It looks like it's way too excessive for what it is. But so many brands have come out with just beautiful blushes this season, and blush has been all the rage. I have really been into more glowy blushes. Sadly, the Rare Beauty one isn't one of my favorites. I just feel like maybe the shade that I got is way too pigmented and it really accentuates texture. But this Huda Beauty one it gives like that glow, but it looks beautiful on the skin and just blends seamlessly. It doesn't accentuate texture, which I love. The other one that I bought that doesn't accentuate texture and gives a glow is this one by Kosas. This is the shade Blissed, and it's called Blushes Life is the name of the blushes. But these blushes are absolutely beautiful. I want more of the Huda Beauty and the Kosas because this is my vibe. I'm just gonna apply just the tiniest bit on top, but I need some coral ones because both of the ones that I got are like this mauve tone. These like pair very beautifully together. And this one from Kosas and Huda Beauty is what I wanted the Rare Beauty to be. I wanted it to be like this beautiful glow without accentuating like all the texture on my cheeks. And I don't know if it's the shade that I got, but I really feel that the Rare Beauty one just isn't flattering on my skin. Next, we're going to go into the Benefit Liquid Glow. This is brand new from them. This is called Do La La. They sent me this for review purpose. Let's go ahead and open her up and see what she looks like. Ooh. Okay, so let me go ahead and get a synthetic brush to play around with this and add some shimmer. It's very thin formula, which is nice because you don't want your highlighter being way too thick. And she blends beautifully. Just gives a very nice subtle glow. It's not like in your face type of glow, which to be honest from you guys, that whole 2016 trend has kind of died out for me. I don't put as much highlighter as back in the day when people were just like beaming for the gods, but I just want like a glow without overdoing it. And this looks very, very beautiful. It like adds that glow and shines against the lights, but it's not overdoing it. I'm pretty sure that if you wanted to, you could probably build this up. Let me see. It's a very nice sheer formula. So that's what it looks like built up. So you could build this up and get one of those like bam in your face kind of highlights, but I do really enjoy this. And this would be pretty to even like use on, you know, this kind of area if you're wearing one of those like summer dresses. You could also wear, okay, now reading it, I probably should have read the instructions first, but you can wear this all over the face. So you can wear this on bare skin. You can wear this like on top of makeup like I just did. So it gives like a gorgeous glow. Let me just see what this would look like. Let me just try on my arm, like on the skin. Yeah, this is pretty. This would look very beautiful like as a primer or by itself. It kind of reminds me of my glow screen from Supergoop, but without the SPF. So this would be very, very beautiful. I'm gonna try this different ways, mixing it in with foundations, wearing it as a primer. I do enjoy it as a highlight. So this is very multi-use, and I will definitely be playing even more around with it. So don't be surprised to see it in more Get Ready With Me's. And I applied my Alter Ego primer, eye primer. We're gonna be playing with the Natasha Denona Circo Loco palette. This is one of my palettes in my palettes of the month for this month. And even though we're at the end of June, this is gonna be my last palette to play around with because of the fact that I'm gonna be traveling. So I'm just gonna be taking like my bentos and some like more travel friendly palettes. But let's go ahead and play around with this. I wanna do like something fun and bright. We're gonna go in, I'm trying to decide. I don't know, I wanna kind of go with like teals and oranges. I don't know if that's a thing, but we're gonna go in with the shade Firework. It's like a matte orange shade. And as always, I'm gonna do one on camera and one off, just because it saves me time on editing, and that way these videos aren't way too long. But I really love Natasha Denona's formulas. I haven't had like much issue with her palettes. I know that some people have talked bad about some of her palettes, I don't think I've bought any of the ones that people have talked bad about, where she has tried to like play with the formula and change it up. And I get it, like sometimes you want to try to see if something works a little bit better, but apparently that hasn't worked out completely for her, because she's had like negative reviews on some of her palettes. But thankfully every single one that I've had I highly enjoy, and it makes it really hard for me to get rid of. Next I'm going to go in with the shade Acrobat, which is this dark teal color, and I'm going to put it just below that one. Hopefully it doesn't muddy up too much, because this shade tends to muddy up. So I'm just gonna pat and then blend. And then I'm gonna go back in with Firework and really try to blend out those edges. This is gonna take a hot minute, so I probably will fast forward most of this or just kind of show the outcome, but I'm just going to be blending, blending, blending. Sometimes blending is a cardio because you're just stuck there trying to get stuff to blend out. Okay, this did muddy up quite a bit, but we're just gonna go with the flow. Next, I'm gonna take the shade Spiral, and I'm going to apply that to the first half of my lid, just with my finger. And then I'm going to take the shade Flip and apply that as well. And hopefully this will all just come together and I can just trust the process. If not, I'm pretty screwed. Next, I'm gonna take the shade Acrobat and just apply that to the outer edge. And hopefully this all comes together the way I want it to. And then I'm just going to not put anything on a brush and just really blend. Okay, this looks a little bit more muddy than I wanted it to, but it is what it is. Underneath the lash line, I don't know. I don't know if I should just add something else or if it's just too much. I feel like it's a little too much. We're just gonna leave it like that, okay? And then we're gonna use these new lashes. They're called the New Natural from Kiss. These were sent for review purpose. They look really nice. I love a good natural wispy lash. This one is called White Shirt. And I'm gonna go ahead and cut these and apply them on top. And then I'm just gonna be using the Lash Couture Super Strong Lash Glue from Kiss. This is a really nice clear one, and I love when they have a wand like this just because it's easier to apply. The squeeze tubes are a little bit more effort. You have to be a little bit careful when applying too much, or you could just squeeze out some onto a palette and then pick up from there. But this just makes it way easier, especially if you're traveling and stuff or on the go. You can just take this with you. While we wait for the lash glue to become tacky, I'm going to be trying the Plush tint. This is a new moisturizing matte lip tint from Benefit. I got a little mini one in my Ipsy, and they have a few colors available, and they also have a dewy formula as available. So this is the matte one, and this is the shade Cream Puff. Let me go ahead and use a little bit of a lip liner. This one is this is pinky brown. I want something a little bit more warm tone because this seems like a peach. So I'm going to use the Ace Beaute Peachy and just line my lips a little bit. And then we can use that Benefit one. So and I wanted to pick up the Benefit Dewy one. I have so many lip products that I'm just like, you need to chill. But let's go ahead and test this out. And this is the matte one. So it's a beautiful peach shade. It has like a cupcake fruity smell to it. Like something sweet, like from a bakery or something. It smells really good. I can't pinpoint the smell, but it's like a sweet fruity smell. And it is matte, but it's a pretty matte. It's still hydrating enough. So it's not one of these mattes that looks super dry on the lips. It's very hydrating, really nice. I have gotten away from like old school liquid matte formulas, so this is a really beautiful matte. Now I'm gonna go ahead and apply the lashes, hopefully. Okay, now that I have my lashes on, I applied a little bit of the Huda One Coat mascara to them. I'm going to fill in my brows just slightly with the Precisely My Brow Detailer. I've been trying to let this left one grow, and it just gets, it's one of the reasons that I end up cutting it. It's because it gets like a little unruly here and gets a little funky. So I don't know. I don't know if I should just cut the hair and keep it short or try to grow it out the way I am. Because my eyebrows, they have a mind of their own, I swear to God. Like, especially this left one. Look at that. It just it just becomes a little cuckoo. So we're just going to try to fill in some of those sparse areas just the tiniest bit and brush this out. To finish this look off, I applied my wig because my hair is a hot mess, and I'm going to use the Professional Super Setter just to set everything into place. I love a good setting spray. And overall, I have to say I will be doing a full review on the TIRTIR. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I really highly enjoy this, so I will have my full thoughts for you guys. But really, really nice. As you can see, I got a good coverage from this, and this shade really matches my complexion. I absolutely am obsessed with these blushes, the Huda, the Kosas. I've been using them for quite a few days now, and I just love the way they look. They give that beautiful glow to the skin without accentuating texture, and just they just blend seamlessly. Gorgeous blushes. I did use both of them today on top of each other just to kind of show you guys, but even separated, they are gorgeous. Really like this new, where are you? Oh my God, I have such a mess in front of me. But I really enjoy the Do La La. This is really nice. I do see myself using this as a highlighter like I did today, or even underneath makeup, or as a primer. I will see by itself what it looks like as well, but I love a good glow to the skin. This I already know I enjoy, but I mainly, like I said, use it in my pore area. The matte lip formula from Benefit is really, really beautiful. It kind of gives like that moussey kind of look to the lips, so I think it's really pretty. Let me know what you guys think. What else did I use? I really enjoy this concealer as well, the Kulfi. Really nice brand. I bought this myself, and it looks really good underneath the eyes. Like most concealers, I do have to set it. And I've been using the Givenchy from Shein, and I haven't had any issues with it whatsoever. I was kind of scared that it was one of these counterfeit ones, but I don't know. The packaging's like on point. The smell of it, the way it performs, it's literally the Givenchy powder. So I don't know if I just got lucky or what, but this was a good find. And yeah, let me know what your thoughts are on this makeup look. I feel like it's a little muddy. It's not my favorite, but we're just going with the flow. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, for subscribing. I hope you guys like these Get Ready With Me videos. I'm trying to do more of them to kind of, you know, talk about different products and just kind of do makeup. I miss just doing makeup. Let me know your thoughts down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.